Greetings, Guardians, and welcome to Destiny 2 from scratch 3 or 3.5, however you want to look at it. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about something different than just moving through the beginner player experience. In the background, I'll still have the Witch Queen Beyond Light and seasonal event stuff that I did, and I'll try to splice it up so it's a little interesting or whatever. But what I really want to talk about is completing the Battle Pass and seasonal challenges. The Destiny 2 Battle Pass is actually, in my opinion, playing like 5 or 6 different Battle Passes, probably one of the best in terms of all of the cool currency it gives, weapons, armor, loot. It's really good. It's really solid. So it's always worth doing it, even the free pass, every single season when it comes out. Now, usually it doesn't take too long, especially if you're a hyper addict like I am. I usually finish the Battle Pass within the first 3 weeks of the season, and that's just through like hardcore grinding to just like tear through it. But I do play like 30 hours a week, and I don't think that's a reasonable amount of time for anybody to spend. So the goal is, can we finish the Battle Pass, something around 90 levels, in 3 weeks, only playing like 5 to 7 hours a week? It sounds kind of daunting, but I think with the seasonal challenges all being active, I think we have a pretty good chance of actually being able to get through it. If we combine the seasonal challenges, the weekly bounties, and daily bounties for as many destinations as we can, I think we can really get through it, and I think we can actually do it pretty comfortably. I don't imagine that we'll be crunching and that we'll like run out of time and be like freaking out by the end. So the goal, spend 5 to 7 hours a week completing seasonal challenges and bounties to fill out the Battle Pass. Updates will probably be posted on Tuesday at the weekly reset. I think that's just ideal because then weeklies will reset, as well as just a general reset of most content in the game, and so it feels like a good time to do it. I'll probably look for some different kind of content to post on Saturdays, but hopefully this kind of works out. We're a little past the halfway mark of this week, so I'm probably just going to grind throughout the weekend for it, and that's unfortunate because then you guys won't get to see the progress until Tuesday, but hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm going for here. So seasonal challenges, bounties, and that will probably be enough if you just play the game. So we do have a more strategic approach though. If you own the Battle Pass, you can actually do the seasonal event missions, which there are just an unbelievable amount of them. So if you actually own the Battle Pass, that will actually do some good for you. Just play the Catch Crash and the expeditions and do the story mode, and you will just tear through these missions and you will just get crazy XP. The rest of us, we're going to be doing a free to play. We're going to focus on doing the destinations first. I've mulled over it a lot. I kind of want to do some crazy mad scientist stuff where like we would try to do vanguards, and if the vanguards were on the right planets, we could like double dip, but I figured that was just overcomplicating it. So my plan of attack would be to do Cosmodrome first, because it actually has some of the easiest weekly bounties and daily bounties, and you can tear through that stuff in a few minutes. And so hopefully we can tear through that, as well as doing the weapon missions. So on the seasonal pass, there's a bunch of missions just for doing different types of weapons: LMGs, rocket launchers, scout rifles, sniper rifles, hand cannons, etc. We could do those, as well as the destination bounties, as well as the weekly bounties and daily bounties, and our Banshee 404 bounties, all at the same time while we're just going through a destination. My belief is that it shouldn't take very long to do that on a destination by destination basis. And then we just have to run a mad gauntlet of vanguards, crucibles, and gambits to complete those bounties. There are a few character bounties that, challenges that'll be really easy to do. And this will just be leveling up stuff on the artifact, getting to 1570 light, and masterworking a piece of gear. Getting to 1580 light is also a goal, but given our current light, that'll be pretty hard. So 1570 I think would probably be doable, because the game's kind of pushing us to that soft cap, with 1580 as the hard cap. So what we would like to do is also somehow still be acquiring loot at the same time. While the Battle Pass will give us some really cool loot and lots of like resources to use, we still want to be making sure we're getting some new guns and some new armor and getting high stat armor as we play the game as well. So this means that if we finish destination bounties and challenges soon enough throughout the week without burning through our 5 to 7 hours, I would like to run like Dares of Eternity and try to get some weapons, maybe get a BXR or a Wastelander, so that we have a really solid long-range weapon, as well as a really solid like shotgun burst weapon. We'll also be trying to take advantage of the crafting system in Destiny in this video, as I go through the Witch Queen story mission. Crafting is unlocked after you complete the first Witch Queen story mission and talk to Ikora. And completing that will get you access to crafting, and crafting will be something that's really useful for getting handcrafted god rolls and specific build style of weapons, and is really accessible for free-to-play players. You won't have access to all of the craftables, but there will be a lot that you can get access to, and this will make it a bit easier to get really strong weapons without having to grind the same content over and over and over again forever. You kind of will have to grind the same content over and over and over again for the red borders, which you will then use to unlock the patterns for the crafting, but you won't have to do it for like all eternity to get a 5 out of 5 roll. So, you know, those are our plans for the week. This video will mostly just have the story stuff in the background, but I want to get us started on that and tell everybody what the plan is. Hopefully get another video out over the weekend where I've gone through some of the content and kind of give you guys a preview of what I think is possible in the 5 or 7 hours. So thank you for watching. I make these videos because I want to do something for the new players, because I really love Destiny and I think it's an incredibly fun game. And I have a lot of friends who are getting into Destiny, and watching them go through the new player experience like opened my eyes and let me see how difficult it can be to get through. So I want to try to give some advice, some insight, and like some direction to players as they're getting started in Destiny 2. Love the game, and I would love to give back to you guys as much as I can. So with that, again, thank you for watching. Leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Peace out, Guardian.